You're live.
It's a brave new frontier. Good morning, you circus animals. How's everybody doing on a Sunday? We'll ask for the annual thumbs up, thumbs down. We can hear you. We can see you. We don't like you. Click off if you don't. That's it. That's all I got. Good morning, and it's coffee.
I'm not saying good morning to any of y'all today.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Nothing.
Something happened. Was somebody being rude before the show started?
No.
Somebody was rude. That's what happened. I don't know. If CW's not in it, I'm not in it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna head out, dude. I'm gone. This is a team effort. Oh, I wonder. No, I doubt it.
I'm joking because last week somebody was rude.
Oh.
And said that I say hello too much and I should save that to the end.
Yeah, and what's up with these T.Kell people letting people talk trash and not doing anything about it? Can't you guys like jump all over their self? This dude left like a book of a comment. He's actually being a troll on the thing, and I called him out. And then he waited an hour and like typed all this stuff like, you have the worst live stream in the whole history. Oh, something about our channel. Like, I don't want to watch you being on your phone. And like I always say, click off, dipshit. Bye.
You're not supposed to say cuss words on here, just so you know. They might turn it off.
Oh no. People have feelings today, right? But yeah, like, dude obviously watched the whole thing, right? And he was like, and this thing that I hated, and this thing all the way up to the end. And I'm like, you could have just left.
Food for the shop cat, $2. Does he or she have a name now from Frank EDC? And then Josh gave us $100. Thank you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. Josh is on it like bam, $100, then he goes to work.
So Frank EDC wants to know if the cat has a name.
I started calling him Noir like day one, just because I thought that was cool, because it is the blackest cat I've ever seen, and it's actually sitting.
Rocky Mountain Outdoorsman said, "Don't listen to the haters." It's hard not to, man.
Well, I say I don't, but then it's like, oh, rude. So I told C-Dub, I'm like, I'm going to be in a good mood today, despite the world being terrible. But yeah, that little cat, he's like underneath one of the lighting things, and he's just like, I think he's...
It'll be a miracle if he doesn't.
I know, if he doesn't knock a bunch of crap down. Like, I've been down here, I don't know if you guys can tell, I've rearranged a lot. Like, I redid the whole...
Will B said, hey, Tim and CW, so glad the audio sounds so clean and no interference. That guy who told you about it was a genius.
Yeah. He doesn't have a big head either. No, thanks, Will. That really helps a lot. I can't. Actually, we usually listen to him back, and some days it does that, and some days it doesn't. So I'm like, what is that annoying thing? Little did we know, Will was just sitting here laughing, rubbing his hands together like, I know the secret, but I won't tell you for 6 years of your life. It'll be a terrible broadcast. And then one day, for personal accolade, I'll tell you. That's what happened. Yeah, I redid the whole, well, actually both walls. I moved stuff around, raised some of the gun mount stuff up because they weren't fitting right. And then I got a new hunting rifle, so I had to put it up there because I got enough like tactical stuff, but I used to be an avid hunter, but now I don't have a life other than making knives for you guys and videos, apparently, in this terrible format, according to our troll. But
mind over matter, don't mind the troll because they don't matter, from Ray Johnson.
Oh, thanks, Ray. That's all I needed to hear to feel better.
Well,
battle over.
Yeah, but you don't mind the trolls, but then you don't want to do stuff that people don't like either.
No, but that's not one dude's like, I don't want to hear a married couple talk over each other. Like, well, we stop talking because we respect each other and interrupt each other, because I think what she has to say is more important than what I have to say, and she thinks what I have to say is more important than what she has to say. So I guess we could stand here in silence. I have
a problem not acknowledging people.
No, you need to acknowledge our fans, because we're fans of them and they're fans of us, and they're here because we acknowledge them. So that guy can pound sand. Hey, no curse words. So,
but the troll hates you enough to watch you every week. Well, they said that that was their first time.
Yeah, but they watched the whole thing, obviously, because I gave reference to other stuff and whatever.
Love the Triticon hat, Tim, from Brandon Maples.
Oh yeah, EF gave me that. I love it, man. I would like to know who makes their hats.
What's the new hunting rifle I'm looking at building a custom this fall?
It's Seekins Havoc Element.
Are we gonna
6.5 Creedmoor.
Are we gonna announce that, or is that a secret? That project.
Which project? We got 2 projects. You mean
TKT?
TKT? No. TKT is a secret because we have competitors and they watch what we're doing. So until TKT gets a little further down the road, then we won't say.
In case of Shelton, I'd watch a Tim and CW Marriage Advice live. LOL.
I mean, we really do love each other like a lot. I respect her way more than I respect me. That's kind of the way it should work.
Thank you, Roz. Good morning to you too.
Yeah, thanks, Roz. I can't see. All I can see is the monitor to make sure that I'm not like over here, like waving my arms and stuff.
Rocky Mountain Outdoorsman said, "You guys are great. Everything y'all are doing is great. Now do a giveaway or let me buy a blim."
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I think we should give away a hoodie because there's a nip in the air.
There is. It's 55 degrees this morning. Like, awesome. If I literally have spent the last 3 hours remounting stuff to the wall and moving things around. I really like the knife wall.
Georgia Gunshed said, "I'm ready for the knife auction on Whatnot." Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, man. I'm really not looking forward to it. You know why? Because I want them all. I want to keep them for myself. Whoever was asking about the Seekins Havoc Element. I'm just gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent about the Havoc Element. I have the Havoc Hit, which is more of a chassis gun setup. And they're both in 6.5 Creedmoor. The Havoc Hit is like a PRS style or sniper. So bull barrel, super heavy, folding stock, carbon fiber, all the things, really tight. And the Havoc Element uses the same action, same bolt, but it's got a very lightweight fluted barrel. And it's a carbon composite stock, which means it's carbon fiber and composite. And I don't really know how they do it and it's fully bedded. And they're really hard to get. And I know a dude at Seekins, so I got one in the 6.5 Creedmoor. And I handed it to CW when we picked it up. And I was like, feel this. And it's like, it's stupid light. I don't even understand. So I'm probably going to go with a Vortex LHT on it or maybe a Loophole. Because I dream that I can still get into the woods. Or maybe all the people we know go out west and harvest some game. Because I don't shoot for sport. The only stuff I hang on walls is guns and knives. I don't hang pelts on the wall. Some people like doing that. If you do, that's cool. I just don't want to spend the money to mount it. I want to spend the money to
Did the DP1 end up beating the Warney Piranha? CW?
So, hands down. Unless in the last 20 minutes, everybody voted for the Warney. The DP1.
They're both coming. One's just going to be first in production.
Yeah, we just have to put them on the machines. And when we order steel gets here, all that kind of crap.
Lots of people are talking about it's like 100 degrees, 90 degrees. So they didn't get the nip. I'm sorry you didn't get the nip.
Sorry, be jealous. No, it's awesome. Like, I hate the weather in Georgia because of the freaking humidity. It's not, I mean, we get a few 100-degree days, but not a lot, but it is so wet outside when it's, in summer, I hate it. So when it starts turning spring and fall, that I'm alive. Like, let's go, man. But
what sniper rifle did you get to shoot when you were in the Marines?
The M4. No, M4 was the battle rifle. How am I completely drawing a freaking blank on the rifle? I commissioned one
Andre.
to be built to mimic the one that I shot in a 308, and I cannot remember. There's a million different designations. The old style bolt action.
People are guessing different things. M24, M40.
I think it's the M40A1.
That's what Will B said. See, he's smart again.
Jeez, I just need a little bit of a reminder. I got all these M names.
So Jeremy just said nothing on the machines today. I'm tearing the shop apart for the great expansion this week.
Let's talk about
expansion. Expanding.
T.Kell's expanding. So that's really strange. We titled it that way for our own personal gain and completely didn't want to talk about Jeremy's expansion. So Effectively,
I was talking about all of the
Jeremy is T.Kell knives, but he owns his own company and he does only our stuff. And he just doubled the size of his facilities. So, you know, the whole you got to crack some eggs and make an omelet. He's tearing the shop apart, which is incredible. I'm super excited about that because the best blades in the world come out of that shop.
Yes, AJ, we do still make trainers for every blade.
And there's also, what's today? Friday, we got an address and we got a permit and we got a temp pole. And this week, I think we'll be setting the construction trailer at the new T.Kell Knives location. It's a huge thing. We also this week went and looked at a new commercial space too. So we got a lot of irons in the fire. There will be T.Kell Knives in some form. Did I miss something?
I know that you told me how to pronounce it before, but I forgot.
Too many people to keep up with. That guy. I mean, I don't care if people butcher my name. So
okay, April Raider. We had a question about April Raider and some questions about the April drop.
So AEBL is at nickel boron. We pushed through, man. Those are at nickel boron, so we should be getting those back any day. That will complete the Raiders once we do AEBL. If you have an 80 CRV Raider, it could be a situation where we may be out of handle material, which is another thing that we're trying to lock in because we are super at capacity on all levels. We're at capacity on Jeremy's fitting blades out. He's doubling. We're at capacity on building and sharpening blades out. We're expanding. We're at capacity on handles. I don't think we can expand there. We got no room to put machines and not enough people to do the grips. So I don't know. We're kind of trying to.
What knife are you carrying today?
Oh gosh, man, that sheath is awesome. Accomplice. Can you see it?
You got more than one on today, or just that one?
Oh, always. Actually, I had my Raider on, and I was doing all this work in here. So that's the Accomplice. This is such a good blade, guys. You really don't even know. The belly's nice. It's a little bit more aggressive tip.
Those are, do we have those in shop now for the?
Yes.
So they'll be shipping soon. Yep.
We're just working on the Kydex. And that's another thing, in case you guys don't know, we're also at capacity on Kydex. So, apparently it's a big deal in the knife world. I saw that another one of our competitors broke ground on a facility yesterday too.
January Raider update.
Yeah, only thing we should be waiting on January Raiders is the AEBL. So if you have AEBL, we should be getting those in shop very soon. If you've got an 80 CRV, probably a handle composite material that we're waiting to get in so we can make the stupid handles, or it may be attached. So if you ordered 2 blades on the same order and we filed it in a bin with something else that we thought was going to ship first and then to come back to it, it could be like an order with 2 knives. So reach out.
Hey Gus, what's your favorite blade that we make? I like asking people to have a whole bunch of our blades what their favorite is.
Yeah, because all of mine, I make them all, so they're all my favorites.
Set one of those aside for me this time, please, said Jeremy.
The Raider?
Accomplice or Raider, Jeremy?
Why don't you oh wait, I gotta heat treat it, so you can't. You just have a green blade if you set it aside. Yeah, I mean, we're sitting on a lot of material that we've purchased, but then a lot of there's like all these other little pieces that are kind of everywhere, all over the manufacturing process that have to come together, and then you start to see why people build these giant facilities. Because
Crazy Roach said, "You got a truck and a Home Depot nearby? Pull up and get a truck full of workers for cheap."
Yeah,
that sounds terrible.
I do. I got all of those things.
It's I know what you're talking about. It's true, but it's terrible.
C-Dub speaks fluent Spanish too. She could really help me. But you know, we want invested people that really like it, and we have such a strong team now. We're still lacking in the sharpening department.
Gus said, "That's tough. I rotate through them, but the V3 gets a lot of carry time." That's cool.
Do you have yours with the full sharpened spike, or did you have me dull the spike? I don't remember. It's 50% of people. I left the spike alone because I carry that on my kit, and then 50% of people want it dulled down a little bit so that they can still kind of motivate people, but don't want the sharp eye gouge picky thing. Yeah,
They ain't cheap around here. I want $25 an hour plus tacos for lunch. Uh-oh.
I mean, I pay well. I don't pay tacos, but I pay well.
Hey, Joey and Cheryl.
Morning, guys. Morning, Joey. How are you? This T.Kell green is like super like.
Tron Elliott says he sharpens, but he's in Canada.
I mean, you don't want to be in Canada anyway. Your government's just about freaking socialist. Move here.
Bobby, we'll probably have combatants in the fall. The fall drop. So that'd be October, maybe?
The United States Postal Service lost 50% of our combatants. And then because the other 50% were floating around for a million years, we had a lot of corrosion on them and they were burnt. So we didn't get a whole lot of those out of it. So we're remaking that batch. Half of that remake batch, along with the Warncliffs, are now at heat treat.
Robert, yes, we did fix that. Please email us. Do you have an outstanding order for a Raider sheath? Those have been fixed for quite a while. We may have missed your order.
Yeah. Just reach out. Also, let me touch base on you guys logging in and seeing your orders have shipped from when we transferred the website over. That is false. So we pay a data transfer company to take all the old data from the old website and then compile it into what the new website can see. And they transpose something and they all were labeled shipped when you log in and look at your orders. And they also jacked up the freaking order numbers. So they're supposed to fix that. It may be fixed now, but I hope by Monday. Georgie's busy, so he can't be on the live today. I don't expect him to be anyway.
When are we getting more TS-87 grips?
It depends. We have a bunch.
We got Warrior. I guess somebody's waiting on Warrior.
I'm not in the shop right now, so I do not know this. But we'll take a note, or you can email, and we'll look into it. Did you guys see that the TS-87 was in a Recoil magazine? I
think we showed it last week.
From a lot of people that is their most used T.Kell that they have. And I'm the same way. I use that thing for freaking everything. Even my neighbor, he does excavation work. He's like, man, I keep that thing in my truck and in my machines. I use it all the time, way more than your blades.
What about Nighthawks, Sapper grips, Bushmans, Sappers?
Sapper, Bushman Sapper? Is that what?
Do we have Bushmans in the shop from the drop?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we do.
What about Sappers? No,
not yet. We do not have the Sappers yet, but they are in process.
Yes, Miss Kitty is in here. Mr. Kitty, I think it's a boy.
I'm pretty sure it's a boy. I think he has huevos. Pretty sure.
Did we order medium leather sheaths?
Yes, I think they're almost done too. I got an email from Lewis, which I have not responded to about. I think he was wrapping those up. He's got them mostly done. That dude, he'll put everything aside to knock our stuff out. So they are ordered. We should be getting them soon. Hopefully.
Are we still going to do that small screwdriver TS-87?
I mean, I want to. There's just so much going on we're growing so fast, and we have to prioritize getting current blades out, and our biggest vacuum is sharpening.
Hey, Frankie DC sent us a new knife. He says, Tim, new knife with own grip design is on its way.
Oh, I'm very excited to see that. I hung your original here. Let's show it off.
Hey, Kevin, I apologize for that. A lot of that is not fixed yet. We're trying to fix it.
What?
He says it shows that he doesn't have any outstanding orders.
Type your name in. So here's the blade that Frankie DC made. So he did, oops, I got it dirty. He used another handle and then made his own blade, which is super creative. Everybody's wanted to do that, right? Like, it's the same as when you take your firearms and trade grips out and stuff. So he liked the grip from this knife company's blade, but made his own Warncliffe. And it's really cool because his design style and my design style are obviously very similar. Because look at this. These two knives came out so, like, within a week of each other. He didn't know I was doing it, and I didn't know he was doing it. He couldn't have known because, but look how I think that's rad. I mean, you got the swedge on the back, the high grind. I don't know, man. Maybe he's a spy. Maybe he's in the shop watching me make stuff. Anyway, I'm excited to see what he can do. I want to make a T.Kell.
Hey, there's a hashtag for #sweat for a hoodie, and we may throw in some other merch. Y'all can enter the hashtag sweat. I didn't put hoodie because I saw some of y'all already guessing hoodie.
She don't want to play them stupid games with you people. Have our employees rated our live broadcast?
I don't see either one of our employees.
Oh, looks like somebody's getting fired.
I haven't seen them.
I guess we can talk trash.
They can pipe up if they're on here. Dustin.
Whoa!
Jacob.
Measured texture.
What?
He showed me that he's at his new home in the South, watching us on the huge screen. I saw Frank EDC's knife on the picture.
Nice.
Thanks, man. Good to see you, Rob. I was because I reorganized my knife collection, and I actually, when my neighbor was over helping me dig the new range in, I had to use the Riot. I had the Riot that you gave me, the EXO, on me. And he's like, "Oh, I want one of those." I'm like, "Yeah, you can't get this one. Sorry, but you know, c'est la vie." But I was carrying it. I'm not carrying anything other than
Joey.
My stuff today.
Joey is on. Joey's Stephen Clayton's son.
Joey Clayton, Joey Houghton. Thank you, guys.
EF said your knives were quite popular at Tac Ops East this week.
Were they popular enough for them to send me?
Dustin is on. He's just been incognito, he says.
Dustin is incognito. He's just sharp dude. He gathers information, and he uses it to better T.Kell knives. I like the guy. Can't help it. I like him. So he's not fired. I like Jacob. I like them all. I guess I like them all, except for the ones that don't work here anymore. And the other ones, the only problem that I have with the two new guys is that we don't have 4 of each of them. That's the only problem that I have, is that, man, we need more people. We do. And then
we tried to do some distant sharpening with Carson because we couldn't get a sharpener.
He broke my toys. That guy. No, he was rewiring some stuff in his shop, and it was dark and it was late, and he smoked the variable frequency drive on the sharpener. I had to order a new one, and they're not cheap. So that was kind of about a $400 whoopsie. That's what I had to pay for the VFD, and so that put him behind on production. So maybe he's not on here now because he's trying to keep up. He sharpens really, really well. I hope that he can. Here's the dichotomy with that. I hope he's busy enough with his own blades to have to tell me I can't do it. But I also hope that he can do sharpening for me on a production level, or at least we can find somebody. That's how do you advertise for that, right? Have you sharpened knives on a production scale the way I sharpen them? Nope. So it's a very specific job, and the people that are good at that type of work happen to be good at other skilled labor type of things. So then we get them in the shop, like Dustin, for instance, and then we can't afford to pull him off of the other stuff that he's better at, but he was really good at sharpening. So what the H you gonna do? We're gonna nothing.
We're not gonna be a Blade Show West Rocky Mountain Outdoors.
No, we just don't have the manpower to facilitate.
Go away from the shop. If we had more people, we have to be here to get all these orders out.
I try to get over there early to sharpen enough to keep the guys busy building all day. But then my phone will ring a million times, or then there's a conference call, or then there's this fire, then there's that problem, or we need to do this, or we need to expand on this. And it's like I'm pulled in so many different directions. And
yes, the CQC is double-edged.
It is. Yep. The first, the back edge, I do between 1 3/4 and 2 inches, really depending on, I guess, how I feel that day. I would like to uniform that, but I do have to apologize. I guess the last 3 or 4 lives, I've been really crabby and kind of rude.
Have you?
I mean, I felt that way. I tried to be nice the whole time, but I think it was underlying. But I'm CW we just went on a drive yesterday, and she fed me Mexican food. So I got out of the house, and we were driving around in areas where I had no cell phone service, and then we picked up Mexican food to go and continued driving. I don't know, we probably didn't get home until 7, 8 o'clock. It was great. I love doing that. I love just trying to get lost on the back roads. That's like one of my favorite things in the world to do. I like seeing the scenery. And we actually went to downtown Chattanooga. We were all over the place. I mean, it's crazy.
What's the brew of the day? You're just drinking cheap
I'm drinking
coffee.
garbage today because we didn't have time. I'm drinking Folgers, I think, which sucks, but
Cocoa Brain 26 excited for my Agent 005. Why don't you show some of the agents? I really think we need to show 004 and how awesome it is.
That is weird.
Because it's my favorite right now.
It's her favorite. It's way up there on my favorite list. I don't really know. It didn't sell well, and I thought it might have been a
Here, I'm gonna give this sweatshirt.
issue. Which one are you giving? You just letting them choose?
Hold on, don't. You have to go vertical with that.
That?
So I can do this.
It don't have to go on this side too.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. Look, though, I don't know. It's a Puko style knife. I think that's how you say that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not because it's Swedish. I think it's a Nordic name.
Hey, Mark Kane, you won the sweatshirt and any merch that you may want.
Hey, congratulations, Mark. I was using some gifts you sent me this week, setting up some new clip systems that I'm really excited about that I can't talk about because our competitors will steal the idea before I bring it to market. But here's the Puko. It's a flat back, and
Is Blade Show West really soon? Gus said you should go to Blade Show West to get away from the shop for a couple days, mental health trip.
Where is it?
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. I mean, Salt Lake is beautiful. But then if I get out of the shop, nothing gets sharp. And then, have you taken it off the split screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think we accidentally didn't have enough of these in inventory for the drop.
There's still some left.
Which is crazy to me because I really thought this thing was nasty. I mean, look at that high grind on a short little blade. I mean, makes this thing a nasty little piercer and a slicer. And that's 165 thick. Look at that thing. Which it's weird to me that it didn't sell out. It was the slowest seller of all of them. I don't know. So
we probably actually have some ABLs left. I know we've sold out ABL on most all the other blades.
Yeah. But I like it. So you want to look at the rest of them? This one I think was the best of the weekend. Man, even picking it up versus the other.
Yes, that was the Apache grip, Mark.
Wicked fast. This is the 005. Most people are. This is actually not even a hardened blade. It's what we call in the industry a green blade. So this was straight off of the machine.
Hey, thanks, Christopher. He ordered a Guardian, a 001, 003, and FMF. Can't wait to get them.
Thanks, brother.
Somebody waiting on the 002. Would it be a grip thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would just be a grip thing.
Okay, Dave Marino, if you want to email us, I know we're out of Warrior, BDU, and some other colors.
Yeah, we're having some growing pains again. It seems like once we get over one growing pain, we grow again. So, getting the material made for us, a lot of our materials custom, especially the Warrior, all the swirl stuff, the burrow grips are custom made for me. So we're ordering more and they're struggling to keep up. So I don't know.
Morning, Stephen Clayton.
Morning, sir. I finally put all of the blades you sent and have sent on the wall. I've got, from what I could tell, 5 folding ring blades that you've sent me or that we've traded for that I had never had a chance to hang. Plus there's some fixed blades and some other stuff. And Stephen and I will trade blades for firearms. Also, legally, we do FFL transfers.
Are the swedges machined on the blades?
Yes. The double edges are not.
What was that sheath holster wedge that you was on?
Oh, man. I don't remember.
AJ, you're talking about for knives, right? I guess that would be the only. I don't remember the name of the company, but somebody sent in a knife.
For a touch-up, like sharpening.
That had a wedge on it.
And I really liked it. I wish I remembered who made it. I even looked them up. I was like, man, we should carry these. And here's a 001. We did have an email. Somebody was concerned.
Thanks, Fish Ranch. $5.
Thanks, brother.
'Cause.
So somebody said that we had advertised that we did the 03 and a 30 degree, which we don't. I would not have said that. Maybe it was a confusion. It is a 20 degree. And also, if you can see, it's just like the 001 where it's thinner through here and then it gets thicker through there. And the tip is beefed up because if you're going to be piercing, you want a stronger tip. So where you can see they're both like that. The 01 and the 03, because I want it slicey here.
Rodrigo, you have 3 001s?
And then
wow,
thicker here so that you can get the cutting ability, but you don't have a weakened tip. So I apologize for the confusion on that. And also, we've had a couple people.
Pause for $199.99 from Mark Kane.
Thanks.
Split for your favorite charity and your family.
Thanks, Mark. I know exactly where both of those will go. So thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Means a lot. So
we have a good homeless. It's a mission in Chattanooga that does really, really good work.
Yeah, we've donated a lot of stuff to them.
They will take any food. They have a chef that actually makes food for them every day, and they'll take any food. We even gave them some venison, like frozen venison.
Yep.
They're like, we'll make use of it.
I think that's awesome.
When do you plan to release the CGs again?
When I catch up.
Okay, Chad Kolodjak says all knives are in stock except AEBL Piranhas and 2.0 and AEBL. Awesome. So y'all
for reservation
can reservation. Y'all get on there and order.
So look, see this little spot right there in the choil? I'm trying to get it in the light. Yeah. So because this is a thick knife and we wanted to keep it dimensionally correct with the CG, it's thick right here. And I have to sharpen. Let me point at it with another knife. So I had to sharpen up into the choil. And some people are really funny about that. They call it a smile. There's really not a way for me to do this whole edge sharpen without getting into this plunge grind unless I push the choil out. So if I push the choil out to here, I can sharpen the whole thing without getting into this plunge, but that will shorten your blade by about 1/4 of an inch. So, I mean, I'll do that if it's just an aesthetic thing for you guys where you can see the difference, how it doesn't get into that plunge right there in that little corner. But some people have been very disappointed by that. And I don't really know how else to keep the geometry to keep these blades stout and slicey without sharpening into that. We can make the choil deeper. The only way to do it and make it fit on the Agent platform and keep this knife really compact is the way that we've done it. So
good morning, Forge JF.
If you've got an issue with that little smile and sharpening, and I've heard it 3 times now, so it bears bringing up. If you have an issue with that, we may have to explore sharpening the technical length of the blade by about 1/4 of an inch so that we're not getting into that plunge line. And if you like it's almost impossible to sharpen the Night Hawk.
Ron says anyone who cares about that doesn't have the intention of using it anyways. It's a piece of jewelry.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Some people are really, really detailed. I don't want to fault them for that because I think we do make really good quality stuff. But I still want everybody to be satisfied. Like if you look at
wants to see a CQC when you get a chance.
Okay, here I'll use it as my pointer. There's one. So like on the Nighthawk, this plunge is laid really far forward because I thought it looked awesome. And if you don't realize, a belt is, you sharpen this way and the belt comes this way. So to not nick that in there is nearly impossible, because it's parallel. So to sharpen this, the belt comes across and then you go in there and then it's just the way manufacturing works, I guess. But I apologize if you're not happy. See how this Night Stalker, this is a thinner blade and this plunge is not laid this way so aggressively. So we don't have to get into that. But anyway, there's a CQC. Is that what they said? CQC? And this is in Midnight. So this one's got the 30-degree angle on the back edge. So maybe that's where some people are confused. There are some other companies. I was actually looking at my tours this morning, and I think they may be using a 30-degree edge on some of their stuff for, I don't know why. So a 20-degree edge is going to be, are we back on main?
Yeah.
So a 20-degree edge is going to be in this area. So naturally, when you cut with it, it's going to shed material faster than, say, a 30. So a 30 is typically more of a tool, like a pair of pliers angle, but we use that on the Guardians.
Me too. Plastico Flamingo. I love that. The midnight scales, the black with the blue.
Yeah, they look good. It's a popular color too. So let's look at this. So this has a really short primary bevel. The primary bevel is that first one, not the sharpened edge. So it's short, and if we can't put a 20-degree bevel on that and keep the integrity of the blade, so we put a 30-degree bevel on it, which creates a pressure cut and gives me the tip stability that I need on a Warncliffe. So,
hey, Matthew D, we will be dropping more Nighthawks. Is that going to be in the fall also?
Yeah. So
I can give a blemish one away.
I know we've got the steel. Jeremy can correct me, or he may be too busy putting his shop back together. CG steel, I think we have some of it. We're still waiting on some more of it. I don't know if we have the Hawk steel yet or not. So as a policy, I do not sell a knife until I have the steel for it. So it's kind of a pre-order, but you're kind of buying, basically you're buying the material that we have in house and reserving it. And we tried to move away from that, and everybody cried. People were really upset. I was like, nope, we're going to hold off. We're not going to release knives for 6 months. We're going to build them all. I'll have 20 in this color, blah, 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 blah. And they did not like it.
Hey, Matthew, you can send us an email about it too. We might have one.
People wanted to pre-order. So some people, like there's been other knife companies that have gone bankrupt recently using the model of.
What is Hawktois steel?
What to know?
What's that?
I don't know.
Hawktois?
Listen, guys, you got to understand something about me.
We don't know nothing.
I'm a knife maker because I couldn't find knives to fit my hands, to fit my kit, to fit in my pocket that were comfortable, reasonably priced, and high quality because I break stuff.
Everybody's laughing at us. I guess we don't know what that is.
And I didn't know. I don't know. So I tested a bunch of freaking steels, and when I got one I liked.
It's an inside joke. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It must be really inside. So yeah. Look, I mean, I am becoming a knife nerd because you guys are teaching me a lot, and I'm super excited about all of these because
it's a lube alternative. Terrible. You're terrible.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't know. Maybe it's a lubricant for not gross stuff. Anyway, I'm learning a lot about knives through what you guys are sharing with me. So people send me knives. Hey, check this out. I think you'll like it. And it inspires me to go, man, I didn't know you could do that with machining, or what a cool idea. So as a guy who's creative and invents stuff.
Oh, y'all saw the, I was dumb and popped up the word briefly. Taylor's Ridge. There you go. I don't even know. I'm like half asleep.
You want some Folgers? Probably kill yourself more if you drink that.
So yeah, I'm giving away a Taylor's Ridge. There you go.
All right, next. But anyway, so I'm really excited about learning all these knives. Now I've got them all on display, especially on the folder side. I could really learn a lot about this. Oh, see.
Y'all are trying to make me be nasty, making me say that. It's some nasty thing.
Yeah, I got a text from Dustin, who knows that I'm a clean person, and he goes, it's a dirty joke, not a type of steel, because he knows I'm not going to say it, and I'm naive and stuff like that because I don't do perverted joking, because I got kids and a wife that I respect a lot, and I don't want to do that. So I'm glad I don't know what that is. So
well, they told me, so now I know.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are corrupting my mind.
Yeah, my wife too, you shitheads. I can't even be over there to protect her. I'm going to kill every one of you.
That's not a big deal. Leon, we have lots of blades that are not sold out right now. Have you checked recently?
Yeah, like in the last month.
Yeah, which blade are you looking for? We still have a lot of blades that you can order.
Well, you guys don't know how much false information gets spread by bots or that are paid for by companies to literally they pay people to spread falsities. You guys know this in our election cycles. You know this in the media. You know this for products. So when you see somebody that talks about a T.Kell knife, we didn't know how that worked. So we was like, hey, you guys review knives. You like this. I think you'll like my stuff better. And we would send it to them. And they're like, man, I love this stuff. And then when people kept asking them to review stuff, they had to tell us. By the way, typically people will pay us. But since you guys don't do that, if you give us a link, then, excuse me, gross. We can earn some sales on telling people we like your stuff. But on the other side of that are companies that will pay bots or trolls or actual people to go on and comment things like, they're always sold out of stock. And then that used to irritate me, but now I don't even pay attention because now I realize where this is coming from. We do drops every 3 months, so I can't help it that my stuff sells out fast. But that is just a rumor that we never have stuff in stock. It's hard to get, and you better be on it. But we are increasing our batch sizes, which is why a week later, we actually have stuff after a drop because we've doubled the batch size. Because we're trying to, keep up with stuff. But when you see our stuff on eBay, it's because it's been out of stock for 6 months because we sold a bunch and we're still making the last batch. Make sense?
Don't fall asleep on the Taylor's Ridge. The weight and balance is amazing from Stephen Clayton.
That's right. Yep, I agree with Steve 100%.
Do you have an ops hawk you can show?
Yeah.
We get calls every day about the ops.
We are making a ginormous batch of these. Part of the reason that Jeremy is expanding his shop because there's nobody else on the planet that will make the ops hawk.
We probably should show a Taylor's Ridge also since we're giving one away.
I have one over here. I
feel like the one that I had on my desk was wood.
I was about to put. Okay, here. Look, let's show the ops hawk, and then I'll build that Taylor's out on camera. So here's the ops hawk. So what's really cool is the Agent series has a slim grip. The ops hawk has a longer grip and a little bit more heft, and it is designed more for a combat duty style knife. So you've got a little bit more hand hold in here, and the blades are always bigger on the ops series so that you can do a little bit more damage. And the Agent stuff is designed more for CCW, concealed carry, quick grab. But the ops series, which is expanding in the fall, the first one will be the Striker, is a bigger blade. But I still wanted it slim line, so if you do carry that on a plate carrier or you want to keep it slimmer line, you really don't need all that big, fat, huge grip that everybody uses. But I did hear from somebody that they couldn't get the Agent grip to work for them, which would be the first time I heard that. But hey, not everybody has normal hands.
Don't be rude, honey.
He knows I'm giving him crap. He's one of our original first-time followers. He totally knows I'm messing with him.
Ryan Henley says that and my Piranha are the most carried blades in my rotation.
Man, see, we've only done one run of ops hawks ever. So they're
Rick Gifford said that was me.
It was. He knew I was messing with him. But I trust Rick's opinion because he has been around the longest and was actually the first person to ever reach out to an influencer to say, hey, you should check out this guy's blades. And
drawing for the Taylor's Ridge.
Even went so far as to buy the knife for this guy and send it to him.
Knives are life. I've got you half on the screen right now.
So that it would be unbiased. Sent him a Bushman, I think it was. I remember that.
Knives are life.
That's when I started learning that that's how this stuff worked. I thought people just talked about things they liked. I didn't know
Send us an email, Knives for Life, and we will get you squared away.
Ops hawk, man. What a great blade. But that goes on. I have an ops hawk on my kit.
I think we should
let me
show
grab
the
some
Forged
screws.
AF blades also.
We're going
that
to.
auction is coming up.
And I also finally got his mounted to the wall.
So the auction, if y'all haven't followed us on Whatnot, it's going to be September the 19th. It's a Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. I think they give you a credit if you follow us for a purchase. And I've seen a lot of y'all doing that. So I don't know how much these things are going to go for, but they're already starting at 500. It's crazy.
What? People can bid on them already?
No, that's the starting bid. That's what we're going to start in the bid at because y'all said that's what the material.
Oh, yeah. That is what the material cost. I'd love to be able. There's the thing. I mean, Coy Baker makes the freaking Damascus that we use for that, and that dude, you
His
cannot.
stuff's probably going to end up being hard to get too, because he's getting.
Yep.
He's really sought after. Right
Yeah, you can't rush Damascus, otherwise it won't be good. And he's doing some pretty revolutionary stuff. I'm building this tailors because Skycross sent me some more of these brass screws.
Oh, cool.
And we all know that I love those on the green. Oops, threw it on the floor. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, so I figured you said you wanted to see a tailor's, and I'll build one out in one of my favorite combinations, which is woodland and copper. And we're also talking to the dude who makes the that thing's on there tight. The screws for us.
How are the April mercenaries going?
We have a steel. I don't remember what flavor that we just finished beveling. If Jeremy's paying attention, he'll be able to help with that one. But they're coming.
Hey, thanks, Miss Told. He gave us $4.37 for a bag of chips. What kind of chips are you going to buy with it, honey?
I love the popcorners.
That's what you're going to buy, but those are the healthier ones I give you.
They still taste not healthy.
What's one that you would actually, like a junky one? That
you know what my favorite chips are, man?
Okay, let me guess. Fritos, barbecue Fritos.
Yeah, man. Chili cheese Fritos are first. Regular Fritos are second. I like pickle chips. Like what I just call them pickle chips. What is salt and vinegar or dill pickle? Whatever. I'm dumb. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Chips that taste like a pickle. I love those. That's what I'm buying.
How is the hatchet coming along?
It's not. I mean, we've designed it. We just don't have time to put it on a machine. I think we're going to do those based on our voting on Patreon this week. It looks like we're going to do
kettle bait from Buc-ee's. Uglies kettle bait from Buc-ee's. We haven't tried those. We have a Buc-ee's near here too.
Finally. They were only out west. We have one. And I talked about how awesome the jerky was and how awesome the food was, and we ate it, and it was terrible. So, I don't know. Maybe they're on an off day, or maybe my tastes have changed since I quit
Any
traveling.
news on the dagger project?
So I changed the bleed shape on it, and then got approval on it for that project, and just resent the drawings over to one of my buddies that does CAD CAM because it's really complex. They approved it, but there's something about it that doesn't get my eye super excited. I gotta tweak it. I mean, I gotta.
AJ, it was awful for the range. Tim went out there with all his gear, like 5 or 6.
How'd they know this?
He asked how the range was, and I was going to tell him what happened with you that day.
So this last Sunday.
Well, that was last Sunday?
Yes.
It was like a long time ago. And people are asking about the folder.
We're finishing them up.
DP1 prototype. DP1 won.
It did.
On our poll, we asked our patrons which one we should do first, the Piranha Warncliffe or the DP1.
So I made some changes to the DP1 in the profile is the same because that's for Donald Pace 1, my father-in-law. So very important to me. He loves that knife.
Ketchup
so we're making
flavor chips. I've never had that. It's a Canada thing.
Man, I've
ghost pepper chips from Packy. I don't know how you say that.
Packy, I think. I've had their something. They make something else. Anyway,
Jeremy says ADCRV2 mercenary blades should be on their way to heat.
That's what I thought.
ABL are on the machine, but pause until some more shop rebuilding wrap up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't want to speak, but I was pretty sure that we were done with one flavor and paused the next. So yeah, last Sunday I was like, all right, it's going to be 9mm pistol suppressor shoot day. Finally gonna really try out the new range because I was so freaking stressed about everything that's going on with the company. And I got 8 pistols of all flavors. That was weird.
Goonie, yes, we're still out of Gray Man grips.
And there was a freaking monsoon. Like, monsoon. It had rained heavy a few days before that, and the range was really doing good and shedding water off. And we did crush and run. Actually, we did paver sand so that it would be nice and hard.
Rick Gifford's over here trying to sell his agent. If y'all want an Agent 003 for $265, he's got one.
Yeah. Hey, that's a discount.
Yeah, that's cheaper than retail. They'll buy that fast, Rick.
So I don't know. So all the water ran down my huge hill because we're on a mountainside, and it clogged up the freaking drain that goes to the left, and my range turned into a literal lake because it's a bowl. And I went down there yesterday to try to dig out some of the crap, and there's still 2 inches of mud on the freaking range. So
he was in a bad mood, and he came back and he was in a bad mood about that, and then that's when we got that troll comment, so we were like super pissy after that.
Yep, because everybody's like, dude, you need to go shoot down. I'm like, I'm going to. I'll spend the rest of the day down there. I don't get cell service because literally it's like whoosh, and then it goes back up, so it's like it's a bowl. It's a more on a mountain. So yep.
Lauren Halinka says, tell us a funny story. It's hard to do that on the spot.
I know.
You got a funny story?
They
Tell us
just
a funny
come.
story.
Be funny. People do that in their whole life. Like, dude, you could be a stand-up comedian, do something funny, and then you're like, man, wrong. Do you like the robot? But yeah, I don't know. Something will come up because we have a crazy life.
Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Chadwick. I don't know if that's your name, but it seems really funny to say it. I know. I figured. Gus
D, put a French drain system in that bowl.
We have a lot of gravel. French drains are more expensive. That's the short of it. But
oh no,
it will shed water. I hope. Actually, he's supposed to come over this afternoon and fix it. I guess. Anyway,
Rocky Mountain, got any blooms you can sell? I'm not at liberty to say that in front of all these people listening. You can send me an email and I'll tell you.
Interesting. How do you say yes without saying yes? That's how you do it. What somebody else had asked something else, and I finished the range story and then forgot the others.
Somebody asked something. What did y'all ask? Tell a funny story?
No, that's like a most recent request. Yeah, I don't even know, dog.
I think we should show the beautiful blades.
The forged, the collab blades.
Yep.
That's what you mean?
Yeah, because they're coming up soon. We've got
that this
like
week?
A week and a half.
Wow.
Not this Thursday, but the following Thursday.
Wowzers.
We did it in the shop the first time, and y'all liked that, so we're doing it in the shop during business hours again.
That was really
Mark
stupid.
Kane's asking for some prayer. He's got an endoscopy tomorrow and needs it clean. If so,
you got me over here.
Surgery in October. Okay, Mark, we will.
We will for sure, brother. All right. Can you guys see it? This is a 002. This is a bronze or said slowly, a bronze Sanmai with an 80 CRV2 core. So that's why that's black. And then you've got the Sanmai wrap in a raindrop Damascus. So you can see how, I don't know if you can or not, but there's the Sanmai wraps.
And for those of y'all who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, but this is a collab with Forged AF.
Who's on this thing? So this is Moon Glow carbon fiber. You can't see it.
It didn't work.
I guess this.
You did it. You did it last time.
Well, it's because I used my Streamlight, my Surefire. I mean, last time, and I don't have it on me.
It's beautiful. If I had all the money, I would totally buy that.
Yeah, that's me. Like I would love to. I don't really want to.
Y'all can go over to Whatnot and preview these. There's some really good photos over there. There you go. That's cool.
So yeah, Moonglow is pretty rad. So these are my designs, my dimensions, my screws. Carson Forged AF did the blade work.
All hand done.
Yep.
We're only going to have one of each.
One of each of these. So each one is unique and different.
They come with a handmade, is it ostrich? Lizard, something like that?
I'm pretty sure that it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think that's there's a sheath made of
Crocodile.
yeah, I don't know. That material actually says, hold on.
You show the presentation. It's kind of cool.
No, ostrich skin inlay. Here's the
Rocky
presentation
Mountain says,
because
I think those will go for 5,000. Oh, I doubt it. I don't think so. You think so? Really? Man, I can't imagine that they would go that way.
I want them. I'm sorry. I really, it is going to pain me to see these go. But then I can't afford to. So here's the sheath, hand tooled and done by Carson. Also, pocket sheath.
He said, I'm getting nightmares of the hand sanding just looking at those. Yeah, y'all. He did some serious painstaking work on these.
We had somebody else who had made me a set of grips, and I hand sanded them because that's how I got my start, hand sanding everything. And I made a huge mess in the shop, and the newer guys were like, man, I'm like, yeah, that's what it used to take to make these blades. So that's the...
A lot of people have been asking if they can order the copper screws.
We're going to see if we can't get the standard screws copper plated. That'll be a lot cheaper for us to do and a lot faster. Then, see, another patron, Don Mitchum, hand turns these. So these are, and they have his signature on the inside, which is freaking cool.
And I think that because you've got it under a bright light, you can't see really the true color. They're so much prettier in person.
Look, let's get them up close. So this is a Damascus copper freaking grip.
Sam Mai with the T.Kell logo is awesome. You may have to run with that from Mark Kane. Lots of people are guessing that they're going to go for around 2,000.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. Somewhere in there. You guys are fortunate that one of our dudes who spends an inordinate amount of money on our stuff has elected to not take part in these. So that will help all of you be able to not get the prices crazy high. Because
which one is this? Is this the...
This is the 001.
I know, but you know, we've got the one that's like, there's two different... Is that the crushed copper mosaic crushed core, or is that the Elite Aurora?
Let me just read this here. Elite Aurora Mai. So this one is that. Elite Aurora Mai. Man, this one is just... I love the black when you get that deep etch and then the copper accents. Stupid. And it has a lizard skin. I told you it was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. See, there's a lizard under there. We just keep him trapped in there. So another hand-tooled sheath. My Carson, if he could not destroy his toys, he may be able to make knives faster and not have to screw around with fried electrical equipment. Just saying. And then here's the other two. So these are the two that he made first, and I guess he got bored and went crazy with the other ones. So these don't have a super special sheath. But
we don't have cases for those with like the little...
No.
We need to do presentation for those.
These use our sheaths to show that they are dimensionally correct. Nothing wrong with my sheath, woman. So look at this. This is another O2. Each one of these is completely different. So this has the G10 grips. Ouch, I cut myself. Stupid. I guess Carson sharpened it well. Same, this is the copper Damascus with the, looks like an 80 CRV2 core. Another sand mic, as you see the two layers on the outside.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. Tater grabbing bass. He said, my father absolutely loved your knives and he was planning on buying a Nighthawk, but he unfortunately passed away with his battle with cancer before he could buy one. Keep up the great work.
Man, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
We'll be praying for you. This is the 001 with a Damascus core on a sand mine, which is freaking... Look at that Damascus all the way to the edge. I don't know if the detail comes through.
They're coming across lighter than they actually are in real life. But you can see the detail.
They're not even heavy. What are you talking about?
Lighter and...
So yeah, they do fit the sheaths. The others will fit the sheaths too, but why would you do that?
Hey, James Heslip says, I know you're geared towards EDC, defense and utility, but any plans for rescue hook, pry bar, glass breaker, etc., all in one for our first responders. You worked on one of
I
those,
made one
didn't you?
actually, and I designed it, and it was a really cool design, but then I couldn't sharpen the inside of the hook without taking a million years and using a round file. So I just have a bunch of them made unsharpened. Maybe I have them in here. I don't know. They probably need redesign. This has been several years since I tried to do this. Yeah. So
I'll just tell y'all about this next giveaway while we wait.
this is a. This was it. So this was the seatbelt cutter, and then we sharpened this.
Hold on, let me take you off a double.
Oops. So this was the seatbelt cover, so you'd have to sharpen this down with a round file, which everything was hand done at the time. I didn't have machines. And then the back of this was sharpened in a diamond shape as a glass breaker, so you smack the glass. This is a key to open and close oxygen
That's cool.
bottles.
Are you going to ever use it?
Well, I mean, I don't have the freaking time to sharpen it.
But you've got a bunch of those, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I have a ton of these. I just never did them.
Can we give one away?
Night series. It's worth nothing.
Why can't they use it like that?
What would you cut with this? There's a T.Kell bottle opener, I guess. You think it would open a bottle? There you go, T.Kell.
Somebody would sharpen that themselves.
T.Kell. Man, that's a lot of work on a hardened blade.
We had somebody do that.
Not this.
On the Defender.
Yeah, but not this freaking
because it's all curvy.
seatbelt ripper. It worked really good. Actually, we had it tested by the Dalton Fire Department, and they freaking loved them, and they wanted them. And I'm like, sorry, can't do it.
So this is for a blemished Nighthawk. #Hawk.
So yeah, I've tried everything that everyone wants me to try. I just run out of time to do it all. Right?
Guarantee you we're going to get emails about those.
Yeah, but
people
I mean,
will want it.
What are you gonna do? Josh Lindsay, I need a bottle opener. I wonder if it would work.
I'm sure it would work for a bottle. Looks like it.
It'd be backwards though. My brain says that it would be.
Do you have a bottle you could try anywhere? There
Mm-mm.
might be a beer in that refrigerator.
Yeah, but then I'd have to drink it. We're not opening a Guinness around here without it going down the hatch.
No, it's not a Guinness. It's like some kind of a lemon something that's still in there from a long time ago.
Well, a shock top? What was it?
James Heslop says maybe a beveled grinder wheel, ?
It's getting one that's that 3/8 width is the problem. I mean, you could do it with the round file, but it'd take you a million freaking years because that's a 60 Rockwell. Take a long time. I used to have time like that, but no, I don't. I could probably get them hard milled. I mean, we could
My
take
brother-in-law's been a firefighter for a long time, and now he's going to be a cop. What should I get him for both? Thinking about getting him a nice Christmas present.
It really depends. A lot of the law enforcement guys go for Tontos. Pretty much everybody goes for a ring knife. It'll go between.
John Shell said, "I'm 4 beers down since the live started. Let's go."
Oh,
Let me go see if there's a
I don't know what
beer
those
in
are.
there, and you can try to tell.
I know there's some beers back in there. When's the last time I had one
Y'all
of
don't
those?
look at me.
Whatever. She's super cute, man. I told her that when she came down here. I was like, man, you're too cute. You better stay off the camera. You can't even do that. She's in rare form, and she's going to encourage me to have a beer. Man, I got a million text messages up in this place. But I'm not sure. I don't think it'll work. You can open them sideways, like without the thing. What flavor is that?
There you go.
Shoreview lemon shandy. I don't remember this at all.
Use it. You try.
Look, you know when we bought
Try your
this?
little bottle opener.
Best Buy 2019. That's how long it's been in the fridge.
Why is it still in there?
Because one day you'll be like, hey, let's have a few drinks. And I'll be like, hey, I'm ready. Ta-da. I don't know that. What did I do with that thing? Oh, goodness.
You just lost it.
Oh, man.
Let's see if it works.
Oh, yeah. It's going to work. Look, I don't have to open it to show you that it would work. Look. Look, it would just easy. It's out of focus.
You have to open it.
What am I going to do with it? Nope, maybe it won't work. Nope, it sucks. See? You don't want this. It's a pain in the ass.
It works.
Yeah, but normally, so look, I would pop, if I'm opening a beer, because I'm not a weenie, I just take my regular knife and just pop them like that. That's how I normally do it. So now we got this thing over here. She's just trying to get all the alcohol out of the house.
No, I wanted to see if it would work. Because you could totally sell that. People would buy that.
That doesn't work. It did not work very well at all. You had to fiddle around with it. And if you're like Josh and you're 54 beers deep since the live started, you can't fiddle around with it. You're like, oh, I can't do this. Too drunk to operate this equipment.
Are we going to Georgia Bushcraft? Forge JF wants to know. And
Who
y'all
knows?
think I should teach a class this year? Like a forging class? That would be awesome. Is that what you're talking about?
He'll teach a class on electrical.
My mom said Guinness is better.
Yes.
And Josh says I use my Night Stalker. Yeah, a lot of people use their knives.
Yeah, I just pop it on the backside. You know what I'm saying? But then if you're too drunk and you have the thing off, you might. But I literally will take
T.Kell Ops Pop.
the back. That's pretty funny.
There's your kitty.
And take the backside. He was asleep until I opened a beer. He's an alcoholic. He is an Irish cat. But you can just take the back and just that. It's way easier than fiddling around with that thing. So yeah, not a bottle opener.
And you can't open anymore. It's time to stop drinking from Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, that one's just going to sit there and get flat. So.
Yeah, I think you should.
We should give it to the cat.
I mean, especially the fall gathering is a lot more. Was that where we met you? Was it the fall gathering?
I don't know. Here's the thing.
I know that the fall gathering is busier than the other gathering.
Y'all understand that that's the same town that freaking Yahoo just shot everybody in his school? Not everybody. 5 people. Same town. BT Dubs. Super close to here. I mean, we weren't in danger.
Oh, yeah. The fall one is way bigger.
But here's how things work with us. We're too busy to do anything outside of the homestead. And then we get so bogged down with the work because we can't seem to find a deep enough talent pool to take the weight off of ourselves. So sometimes on the weekend, C-Dub goes, put your phone away. I'll put my phone away. They can wait. It's the weekend. I also don't understand why people text message a company. That's the weirdest thing I've ever, like.
No, that's common.
Where's my order? No.
That people do that all the time. That's
my personal phone. Like 10 o'clock at night. Where's my order? Like, I don't know from my bedroom.
Hey, Pops has 2 bottle opener knives, so I guess it's not like a.
I bet they don't sell.
Thing. I'm going to give away this Nighthawk if you want to. You want to show a Nighthawk?
I don't.
I'm sure everybody knows.
I do
what
not.
It is,
I'm too busy ranting about people texting.
Got my 003. It's effing beautiful.
Yeah, Rick.
No, that's. Oh.
Did you say Nighthawk?
Yeah, because I'm about to give one away.
So this is in the battle worn finish that we don't do anymore because the company that does that is lame. But whatever. I hope they watch this. Look at this. Remember these days, Jeremy? When we engraved the Ops Hawks or the Nighthawks? This is a battle worn and it's got the deep engraving. Look. You hear that noise?
What?
Little monsters in there eating dry cat food.
You'll have to show him so everybody can see how much he has grown.
Yeah,
Lots of 003s have shipped Spartan. We've shipped a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, all we're holding on for those right now is grips. So you may have
for
some.
The blemished Nighthawk.
I took it away. Sorry.
No, I'm doing the drawing. You don't have to.
I'm gonna accidentally grab this lemon shandy instead of this limoncello.
Sean Martin, you won the Nighthawk.
It's rigged. Totally rigged.
And we're gonna give away one of those.
Sean Martin works here.
He does?
Yeah. It's
we're
rigged.
Gonna give away one of those bottle openers too.
It's not gonna work well for opening a bottle.
People still want it.
For what?
They just do. Am I right or am I right, y'all?
Am I right? I don't know. Let me see if I can find a set of grips out here that fits it. And then we'll see.
It's kind of cool without grips on it too.
Yeah, whatever. You can't even use the thing.
How's the sharpening going with the Guardians?
Hey? What'd you say to me, woman?
How's the sharpening going with the Guardians?
I haven't started sharpening the Guardians. That's how it's going. To answer your question.
But he is about to start sharpening those next week. Right?
Yeah, I'm sharpening. So I'll sharpen stuff that we have the sheaths for in-house. and we don't have the sheets for those in the house yet. So
Show what you're doing under there. People
no way, man.
can see you.
I'm just putting grips on it.
Oh, they like that.
Here's a free, completely useless tool. You're welcome. Would you like to? I guess if you want to open an oxygen bottle.
Some people like collecting your stuff, no matter what it is.
I mean, these have never left the shop, so you could collect this.
Somebody that's really handy could probably figure out how to sharpen it. Dennis Jones, we're working on that right now. Not quite. It has not quite been fixed yet.
What are we fixing?
The website showing that blades shipped. A lot of people said that the website showing their blades shipped in July.
Yeah, we touched on this earlier. The company that did that data transfer is supposed to be fixing
Tater grabbing bass says useless tool is the hashtag.
Yeah, dog. So yeah, you could open an oxygen bottle.
Josh
Here.
L. Welp decided to open the T.Kell safe time for a photo update. Heck yeah, I want to see it. I'd spend the time with a rod file, somebody, ground fog said.
Yeah, you could. That's what I was doing.
You could use that as a head knocker.
Yeah, well, see,
knocker.
Here's a look. So the way it's supposed to be is this is ground.
People are liking this, honey. I'm telling you.
It's ground here, and back when I hand ground, would ground this to a diamond point so that you could smack glass with it. So when you flail, this back edge would strike the glass, and that keeps your hand away from it. So you're not gonna put your hand through it. So you just smack it, and it worked really freaking good. And it's not a sharp point; it's just enough to put some pressure on it. And then this was sharpened to a point for, you know, because your rescue people get accosted too. You got to get people up off you. So I would sharpen this to a point, and then we would sharpen these with a file. And I believe it was a 3/8 round file that I was using, but man, it took a lot of time. And this was right in the time period that, did Jeremy do the CAD work on this?
Did you, Jeremy?
Or was this pre-Jeremy? I don't know. Anyway, it almost worked as a bottle opener, but not quite. There's not enough of a hook there. But it's I don't know. Look, it's a finger ripper. You guys see this? One of my loving children decided to smash the crap out of my finger because I was being rude.
Oh, that's from Caitlin?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Actually, I was installing a refrigerator that we couldn't use at my in-laws' house.
That's how that got there.
Yeah, so I was sliding the refrigerator back, and she was excited to see the new refrigerator. And I had my hand on the side, and she opened the door, and yeah, man. And that's been a month.
I did the hashtag for that, so we're going to give it away.
Cool. I mean, what if? The angle was just right for seat belts, too. It worked, but I just don't have time to sharpen it. So
somebody can sharpen it. Hopefully the person that wins will actually do that and not stick it on eBay.
Yeah, that's right.
One of a kind, never to be made again.
Useless tool. Useless T.Kell tool. I'm always afraid to adjust my pants because there's fire norms on my body. You can't do that. That's weird. I could pound that freaking alcoholic drink and be drunk out of my mind on a live broadcast, but I can't hold a firearm. You guys are aware that more people get killed by drunk drivers than guns, right? Is that still a true statistic after last week?
You have a Bushman update? I think we've got Bushman.
Yeah, the sheaths, I think I got confirmation that the Kydex is en route for those. But you want to see it? Last week we just had the unsharpened and untumbled blank. Man, this thing looks wicked with this new jimping. And our jimping is soft enough where it won't rip your hands, but it gives you a little more purchase. It's also deep enough to still use with gloves. The Bushman has always looked great in OD green. It just does.
Man, Dave Marino says, yes, it's true. I work a highway at least one a week. It's probably more than just alcohol, though, too, now, because everybody's on stuff.
Man, you can't go anywhere without smelling weed. anywhere.
Well, everybody's on pills and all kind of stuff.
And yeah, people refuse to believe that China is flooding our country with fentanyl, but they are openly doing it. So, you know, man, remember that time we were driving over the mountain and saw that dude like passed out on top of the mountain in his car? Had to be from fentanyl or heroin.
Can you put a swedge on the top of that blade near the front?
What?
Which blade? The Bushman?
The one I just showed that has a swedge on the top of it near the front?
Is that the? Are you talking about that?
Done. There's your swedge. On the top of the blade.
Sean Martin won the Hawk.
Near the front.
The person that I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew. Yeah, we met somebody the other day. He had a Mountain Dew holster.
Yeah, man, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So we went and looked at this commercial building, and super nice guy, retirement age dude. He's moving out of state, and he had a cowboy hat, a big belt buckle on, and I kid you not, a holster for his Mountain Dew. That's awesome. It was as skinny as a freaking rail too. I was like, dude, if I had a holster for Mountain Dew, I'd have to be back further because you would need a wide angle lens, fisheye, to see my giant body. I love Mountain Dew, real sugar Mountain Dew. I can't do it. Makes me huge, huge-er, I should say, because I am huge-ish now. What's that animal doing?
Justin Lebo said, when you put the Warthog in the cart with an ODG micarta grip, it adds $100 to it.
Hey, man.
Oh, no.
Just saying that ODG micarta. That shit, we make it with real pieces.
Thank you, Justin. We'll have to fix that. That's crazy.
Yeah, let me, Jorgensen.
Hey, Tater, send us an email and we'll check it out for you and see if we have one. That's old Suds McDrawell. James Headslip. Yep, it was.
It is, man. Like, he is moving to Texas too, man. That's what he did.
So yeah, we might move into a bigger space up the
We are. We have no choice. We're just not sure exactly. Are we going to do a manufacturing facility and a showroom? Or are we going to do a showroom and manufacture in the back of that? It really depends on American manufacturing.
Jeremy said, wife and I saw someone smoking something off a tinfoil while driving through 75-24 split a while back. Gosh.
Insane.
ABL Raiders are still in process. They are.
I know my flashlight was on.
They are on the way to Nickel Boron, I think. Right, honey?
What? I'm busy. Whoever the troll was last week, I don't want to see you text. Click off. Wait, let me finish this.
Tim's light is on. That means your battery's about to die on your phone.
No, not a true story.
Tim's light is on. Might want to give a heads up before the battery dies.
That's
what I meant.
I literally just said, oops, my flashlight's on.
Are you going to make the knife that you were carrying last Sunday? The Nautilus? Is that the one you're talking about?
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
We're making the Nautili. But the name changes every week. I go back and forth from great name, Jacob, to stupid name, Jacob. So
the butter knife is in the shop, right?
No, it's over here. But I'm not showing it.
Why not?
I hate it.
You do?
I hate him.
Hey, Rocky Mountain, TKellKnives@gmail.com or customer service at TKellKnives.
But if you have a problem, I don't want to hear about it. So you can email.
He's asking about something else. Can we see the Nautilus again?
I don't have it on me. I don't know what I did with it either. I just lay stuff around.
Y'all got a better name for that?
It may be out here.
It kind of looks a little bit like a shark.
Baby shark.
Something cool. Tim always comes up with really, really good names.
Maybe it's all right here. I don't know.
I don't love Nautilus. It's okay, but I don't love it like some of our other.
Right. And now Jacob's going to kill himself. Because you don't love it.
People love the butter knife.
They love it because they love to drive me insane.
No, my mom said she loves it too.
Huh?
My mom loves it. Rob loves it.
If mom loves it, then I love it. I mean, that's all that matters. Here's the Nautilus.
Oh, let me.
But get on it, woman.
Hold on, I gotta take this off. Well, maybe I should just do it vertical because I was about to do the giveaway for the cool tool.
Useless tool. Here's the crap that won't sell. You can have it for free. Enter
No,
now.
people are seriously want that. they do. I saw the comments.
Man, I love this thing. This little shorty. I'm gonna have to send it to get the freaking
Metal Relic. You won the cool tool. Send us an email.
Sorry.
Show that again so I can.
Oh, okay. You want full screen on it now?
Why am I like not remembering how to do this?
I don't know. Probably you were drinking this lemon shandy.
Okay, there we go.
Like it, man.
Nautilus is a great name. Captain Nemo, the cool mathematical shellfish. Got it all.
Yeah, man.
Tacta shark.
Whoa. That is tactical. This one happens to be an 80 CRV too, in case you don't realize this. Whatever happened?
$1.99 from Sean. New Bushman looks great. Can't wait for mine. Thank you. Butter knife giveaway.
You want to see the stupid thing?
Sure.
I hate this thing. It's lame. Here it is. And don't butter anything with it because you'll cut your freaking finger off. It's razor sharp.
Is it actually sharpened?
Incredibly.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, this is dumb. It's sharp. I was testing. It's butter knife in name only, you see, because I taught them how to use the laser when they first started here, and this is the kind of crap they were doing with it. But you see, this tip is sharp as hell, so I'm not really sure how it's practical.
How do you say that? Megalodon? Call the new one Megalodon?
Yeah, you said it right. I think that's some kind of a giant shark. So there it is. Fits in the
yeah, but it's a small shark. You'd have to call it
Baby.
Megalodonito.
That's right. You just made me want Mexican food again.
Forged AF said it's some of his best work.
I would not advertise
If y'all
that.
like Nautilus and y'all think it's good, we'll go with Nautilus.
Yeah, if that's your best work, we really need to talk about our future projects together, because if that's the best you can do, then you need to evaluate your whole life's mission. Maybe you should become an electrician.
Ooh, wait, what are you talking about?
Forged AF.
Oh.
If the butter knife is some of his best work, he should reevaluate life.
Mako, Barracuda,
Mako,
Thresher, Megalodon Jr.
Don't you do it. You...
Night Shark. Yeah, that's kind of more in keeping with stuff we do, other than it doesn't have the ring on it.
Woo! Man. I'm drunk off water. Might have any... Oh, let's talk about presents.
Do we have any other blades we can give away today?
No, you quit giving my crap away. So let's do this. Let's show this. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So Carson was showing this freaking blade off when he was at the shop. And he said...
Have we not shown that yet?
No, I left it at the shop last week. So Josh bought me this for my freaking birthday.
What about Finn?
Like Huck?
Finn, like, you know...
What about, let's talk about this awesome knife.
Try to read people's suggestions.
Tell them to shut their stupid face. It comes with a free lifesaver in case you get hungry while you're in the field. But I tried to eat it and it's rubber, so it didn't really satisfy my hunger.
A Panama is a small shark.
Hollow rubber thing. So yeah, I don't remember what model this is called other than mine.
What's it called? Forged AF.
He's probably asleep, or if he shocked himself to death.
My mom said we need to have a butter conversation.
Let's talk about butter. Is this the magical stuff? Oh, yes. And look at this. There's your glow lifesaver. I asked him like 4 times, what's the lifesaver made out of? And he never told me. I think he probably had no idea what the hell I was talking about. So this is my personal, because it's small enough for me to pocket carry. And I have been actually doing it. So there's the, what are you guys talking about over there?
That makes me think of that Sa 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 song.
Yeah, I've heard this song a million times in my life. But anyway, Beautiful freaking blade. I like the size of it. Hey, let me see something. Where's the Nautilus? What did I do with it? I just had it.
Tiburon is shark in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's also a car. Interesting. So yeah. This is my knife. Thanks, Josh. He got it for me for my birthday, which was the 7th of August. And it just
love that
I
thing.
got it a couple of weeks ago.
It's comfortable too.
I like it.
It's really
Yeah.
I like the handle on it.
Yep. It's good. That's all I can say. So thanks. This is for JS Blade. I guess he's asleep, didn't tell us what it was called. What if? So I got some gifts. This one, it's been by my desk forever. Albert sent me this. It's a devotional, and I've actually been using it, and it was up by my chair.
I wonder if he heard me say that I like Charles Stanley, or if he just got that for that reason.
So he sent me this, and I've actually been using it, and it's taken me. I should never mentioned it on the live because it stays up by my chair. So thank you very much. You give the gift of faith to somebody that's you really care about them a lot. You know what I mean? It means a lot. So thank you. Great. I like Charles Stanley. Well, I liked him.
What do you mean? Because he passed away?
He did.
You can still like it.
So I can't. This is from Nick. That's all he wants me to say because he has a sensitive job. So anyway, I think this is in an evidence bag, which makes it even cooler. But he sent me this from Missouri, Cassville Police Department. It's got the Velcro on the back. And then you guys know I love my freaking challenge coins and patches.
Rodrigo, yeah, the Google address is a good place to send it.
I like the saying on the back. I've never seen this before, but maybe I live under a rock. I think it's awesome that this police department has this Bible verse on their challenge coin. Blessed are the peacemakers, Matthew 5:9. Cassville Police Department. So I thought that was really rad. Unless evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. Very cool. I don't know if he had this challenge coin custom made or not with the Bible verse, but I love it. So thank you very much, Nick. And then he also sent me and C-Dub some other stuff.
Yeah, I got a present this time.
That's right. She likes getting presents. So this one, Spyderco, always a great choice. Warncliffe, very wise. G10 grips, I'm pretty sure, unless these are Darylin. Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. That's funny. I don't know why that cracked me up.
This is Earth?
Yeah. So, Spyderco, I think the name was on it, but I already forgot. I like this liner lock on the back. That makes for a really strong lockup. It's unique. I don't guess I've ever seen that because I sleep under a rock. But I don't have a lot of folders. I guess that's why I gave it to C-Dub.
It's cute.
But it's a Warncliffe, and she will love it. And then this is a Yojimbo. I already know what this is.
Little native.
Little native. So this is a Yojimbo. I know this knife. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe the Yojimbo is the folder. Anyway, so this is a Janich blade.
Everybody said that's called the compression lock.
Oh. I heard they're really strong. I don't really know, though.
Kitty, stop. You're going to tear stuff up.
Stupid animal. So look.
Spyderco Ronin.
Ronin? But I guess the folder version is the Yojimbo, but I do see Michael Janich's initials. I know the theory behind this blade. Let me show you guys something. So this is an interesting thing. So Emery, my friend, you guys might know him from Tactical Rifleman. Right now he is deployed, but he should be back any day now. He actually is a student of Michael Janich and is one of the few people that are certified to instruct. Maybe there's a lot now. But anyway, so you can kind of see.
Hey, honey, Craig and his family have been in the hospital, so keep them in your prayers.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. Now I'm going to pray right now. So that you can see the influences that Janich had on Emery's blades. Now, this was a blade that he made for some operations guys, but this is Emery's version that he did when he had his own knife company in a hand-forged Damascus. Super deep etching too, but look at the similarities because he's student. But thank you very much, Nick. I love fixed blade knives. I do want to comment on one thing. You see this thin grip? The DP1 will be our first blade with a thin grip like this.
Hey, we should show the DP1 Proto since that one's going to start.
Do I have one
You
done?
made some changes to it, didn't you?
I did. That's one of the things I was saying. So it's going to be an 096, so thinner steel, and it'll be a thin grip like this. So we're going to put some unique texturing on it because I wanted it to be super awesome for EDC. But thanks, Nick. Thanks for doing what you do for protecting people of Missouri. And thanks for the blade. I got to make a sheath for this. I'm going to cut somebody.
Can't say that.
I
Even
did
if
not.
You're joking.
I didn't say that. I'm going to put it on the wall right now because I made room today. So that's what's up. Is that all we got this week? That is all we got this week for presents. It means a lot, guys, that you share stuff that you like with us because that's how we learn things. Hey, you're standing up.
Because this cat was getting all in those
He's crazy.
cords, and I'm afraid he's going to pull something out.
I hope he shocks himself to death. If not, we'll just send him to Carson's house and let Carson shock him to death. I'm never going to let that go, by the way. Never. So, does anyone have any input on anything?
Because of the swedge, could you make the Piranha double-edged?
Holy crap. That's a giant picture of
Oops.
Josh's collection. What was the question?
Could you make the Piranha double-edged?
I can, but here's the thing. The way the grind is on that blade, if I grind that to a swedge and it's a short blade, you got to take a lot of material out, and that will move the tip forward and change the complete geometry, and that tip will be very brittle. Very. When you design a blade from the start with the double edge, you need to put a medial ridge in that blade to keep the tip stronger. So when you add that secondary grind to the back, it can really make a tip brittle. That's why I don't do it on the Nighthawk, the CGs. People ask for that a lot, but the Night Stalker is thinner and the grind works for it, but not the CG. The stock is just too thick.
What's Tim's favorite flashlight for EDC? And people are asking for FMF update.
Both of the FMFs are doing heat treat, so AEBL and ADCRV. Heat treating those now. I carry the Surefire Stiletto. I like it because it's thin. It's ugly as H. It's kind of weird looking, but it's easy to use. You know, it's thin, stays in my pocket, and it's got a very high candela, which means it's blinding bright. It really lights up the forest. You know, there's a balance between lumens and candela and light it throws, I think. I don't really know.
Tater Grabbing Bass says we should give away pocket Bibles with every knife giveaway. A lot of people need Jesus these days, and pocket Bibles are great.
Can you get a pocket Bible reasonably priced that is not made in communist China? I don't know.
Is it like the whole Bible in a little pocket-sized version?
I don't know.
I didn't know they made those.
I don't know. Like this big, and it comes with a magnifying glass, and you can, like a microfiche. Let's do that.
Tim used to do that when we were in middle school. He was
Mm-hmm.
like a little preacher. He's always giving away Bible tracts.
Sure did. Nobody knew unless they asked me about my t-shirts, which were all like punk rock Christian groups that I went and listened to underground, little skater gutter punk running around. And I'm like,
How in the world did we just get up to 400 people all of a sudden? That was fast because it was just like at 300 and something.
you talked about Jesus.
Oh, I gotta give stuff away before they leave. Let me hurry up.
Quick, here's my underwear.
Oh yes, Terra Soft Gear all the time.
What
And I
happened?
wish we could share them. He said, "Has anyone shared any anecdotes of them using your knives in real life situations?"
Yes, sir.
We get pictures.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We get a lot.
We got some pictures that if I didn't have
They
some of the
specifically will say, "Please do not share."
Do
A lot
not
of
share.
it's like on duty, like not on duty. I'm sorry, deployment
Deployments.
situations.
Yeah, man, we've gotten some stuff that'll turn your stomach. BTW, and you're like, wow, that is awesome and completely sickening at the same time. Yeah, we have confirmed, like witnessed oh man, bad day. But we don't condone that sort of stuff. You don't use, these are butter knives. You know what I'm saying? Like for toast, pizza, do not harm a human with my stuff. Do not. Don't. That's it. That's all I can
Could you
say.
share any of the stories? I guess you could share a story without giving the
We got a
details.
story back about somebody saying that they were cutting rope. And we had designed this blade specifically to cut rope. Do I have the rope cutting knife? I have the rope cutting knife. So this is the rope cutting knife.
Hold on. I'm holding this cat. Let me get over.
Oh, cat wins. You guys lose. So this is the MR1.
It's quick. People are dropping. Show the cat.
Did they
Yeah,
leave?
it like bumped up to 400 and then it went down again. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. They lied. It was communism. That's what happened. So this is the rope cutting blade, and I got some confirmation from the people that needed the rope cut. So if you were to cut a rope from behind, say about a rope about that big around, it worked really good for that because it's a T.Kell. So T.Kell means to rip, and it's carried point down, blade towards your forearm. So if you were to walk up behind a big piece of rope and you grab that rope, we were photographic proof that it's a super good rope knife. Super good. That's one in particular.
Gosh.
You could also
Going crazy.
like cut rope like this. Be really good if you wanted to.
Southern EDC. We've shipped most of the ADC RV2 Raiders. If we didn't, it's likely that we're out of a handle color. Would you mind sending us an email to check?
Yeah, feel free to send an email. There's also been some pictures that we've seen from deployed places, and you can they'll geo mark it. So you know how you can geocache mark you can have your phone do that or not do that, and they say, you know, Syrian nights, and send a picture of like.
I'm not I don't have
stuff.
an MR1 to give away, y'all. I would if I had one.
Yeah, the MR1s. We haven't touched off tools to those yet, but we've got the steel on order, so that's good, right?
Any civilian self-defense situations?
No. We've been told, but not like confirmation. And people can tell you a lot of stuff like, hey, thank you so much. You guys saved my life kind of stuff.
We get a lot of calls of people that work in dangerous environments all the time. Like,
yep.
Somebody called the other day, said he was in real estate, and like it's just going into his apartment complexes and stuff is super dangerous.
He's in California.
Here.
Why do I want this?
So you can show his growth process.
Oh, okay.
How big he is now.
Look, you can't see him though. You're gonna jump.
Hasn't he grown, y'all?
You're a kamikaze, communist. Can you see his body? You're gonna kill yourself. He has OD green eyes. That's pretty rad.
All right, what
found himself in our woods.
What last knife can I give away before we jump off of here?
I don't know. Did you?
Justin, what do we have?
Did you not
have in there?
Did you not save your 400 people?
No, they all got off.
That had to be some kind of a false thing.
Yeah, it must have been.
Where are you at now?
300.
Yeah, lost 100 people.
Another hawk. Oh man, what about a night guard? I think I have night guards. I just am trying to think of what we also have sheaths for.
Not night guards.
Yeah, we do. I thought we had some.
No, not yet.
Dustin, that's not specific enough. I need to know something we have, like a blim or something that I have a sheath for.
You think people click on here and they see me standing here and then hear your voice and they're like, and then they click off like, that's weird. I was like, I got that girl voice.
I don't know.
See?
CQC. Do we have sheaths for CQCs?
Yeah, I got a bunch of Night Stalker sheaths. Got a bunch of those. Yeah, you could do a CQC if you want to do a CQC. That's really interesting. I think that's kind of weird that you had like 1 million people and then they left you.
That's just how it goes.
Not like jump on, jump off. That's what happens.
Just move your lips and have camera wife talk. I can't do that. I'll totally screw up.
That's my best, whatever. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
probably bots. That kind of stuff happens all the
Yeah,
time.
it's weird. But yeah, so who's got a question? Somebody's got a question.
Any questions?
If not,
Submit your questions.
if not, we can cut this
for
thing.
Mr.
We can
Kell.
cut this thing 20 minutes early.
Yeah,
You know
we
what
can
I'm
cut
saying?
out early.
Yeah. Go have a life. Have a life.
Did an email 2 weeks ago, got a response and changed grip colors. Uh-oh.
No response, or
He got a grip color change and then didn't get a response after that.
Who'd the email come from? Let's drop
Grant,
a dime on him.
If it was Grant, he probably didn't get back to you.
I know that Jacob sent some emails out too.
Does CW carry a fixed blade? Yes, I carry the Night Stalker CQC.
She carries a CQC.
So how about we give one away?
That's what she's gonna do. What a good C-dub.
What's a good EDC fixed blade for food? Favorite grip color for the Night Stalker?
Me? Man, black, OD green, or black and OD green. Those are my favorite colors. Which gives you warrior, woodland, BDU, or just plain OD or black. I like those colors. Those
You got any cool stuff in your pockets?
No, just normal, like keys, and I got stuff in my waistband that I can't show, and I'm carrying the Leatherman Mutt, M-U-T, and then my same EDC
Hashtag CQC for the last
that I always carry. You know, this got all
Hunter
this
said
stuff
Wood
in it.
Grain and Gray Man are the best in my opinion. I do really love
Gray
Wood
Man
Grain.
sells like crazy, like crazy. I quadrupled production on that and still have not gotten the material because, you know, we sell too much stuff. That's the way things go.
I used to carry the reverse Tonto.
Yep.
And I did carry the Guardian for a little bit and the Night Guard, but I just always come back to the CQC.
Because the CQC is good for slicing,
I like the sheath and
food stuff, but that's the reverse Tonto. Designed with her in mind.
Maybe I need to switch it up.
I feel
like the Agent grip is just a little bit long for me, so I don't carry any of the Agents.
So you mean it doesn't fit every human on the planet? I don't even know what to do with you right now. That's it. That's it. Did you do your CQC giveaway?
I did, and we'll do it. We'll draw it in a minute.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And then we can jump off a few minutes early.
Yeah, why not? Have a life. You know what I'm saying?
Nice weather.
We could live. Yeah, nice weather. I got to call the dude across the street and be like, hey, man,
come fix my range.
Come fix my drainage problem. Maybe I'll go run away for the rest of my life.
I love fall when fall gets here because I'm a fall baby.
Yeah, I mean, well, she was born then, but I was born in the middle of freaking summer, and I hate it. I hate the humidity in the South. I freaking hate it. Does anybody understand that? Like every time I talk about perfect weather, they're all like, yeah, but what about the fall? And I'm like, yeah, you only love the fall because the summer is so freaking insufferable with its high humidity in Georgia.
Hey, Southern EDC, I can search for this email if I knew your email address. If you wouldn't mind sending us another message, I'll go find it and make sure it gets taken care of.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Are all of your knives legal to carry in Georgia? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can carry a 17-inch double-edged blade in Georgia. So as long as it's under 17 inches, you're good to go. You can do out the fronts, which I don't make, but everything is legal in Georgia. You can carry a firearm without a permit.
Can you put an O2 wrench on a finished screwdriver?
No.
Is the Huntsman plan for 2025?
I don't know. There's a lot planned for 2025. A lot of, you know, we've done a lot of tactical stuff this year. We're going to push and shift back into doing some more EDC type of stuff for 25. Because this year we've hit it pretty hard on the tactical stuff. So we're going to kind of go back into some of the EDC stuff, I think. I mean,
would a Tonto mercenary make sense?
I've tried to sketch that out, and because the mercenary blade is so tall, it just looks weird. Really strange. I just can't get the design the way I want it, because if you want it to be functional, you've got to have the dimensions in the right place, and to put that on that big giant Tonto, it's
Caleb, the degree is 20 degrees per side, 40 inclusive.
Mm-hmm. On pretty much everything but Guardian, Nightshades.
ETA on Nighthawks. Are we shipping? Nighthawks, we're shipping those, right?
Yeah, and if it's Gray Man though, we're trying to get the freaking material in. I know Jacob sent in a bunch of emails about Nighthawks with Gray Man, and he said he didn't get many responses back. So if you guys check your spam, maybe.
Yeah, it could be that it's a grip color that we don't have.
That's gonna be the
what
primary reason.
DCC clip should I use for pocket carry for the Piranha? 2.1, right?
The 2.1 works great for the Piranha because it's short and it's got a very like a 3/4 inch clip. If you're wanting to do that IWB or boot also, I would opt for the 1.75. We're doing away with the 1.5 inch DCC clips because they work just as well on 1.5 inch, and most people order the 175.
Do we have the 003 trainer on the website?
I don't know.
I don't know if I added that.
I do not know.
Updates on Apache mercenary grips.
I don't have them. I know all of the custom material, that burl stuff, I have it custom made, and it's taking them forever. And my suspicion is that other companies have seen us making that material and have decided they wanted to have it made as well. And that's slowing production down because that takes them a long time to make. And it's taken almost 3 times as long as they advertise to make it. So instead of 4 weeks, it's like going to be 12, which is insane. It'd be nice if they would tell you that when you order or before. Hey, lead times are changing on the burl material, but they don't. You just got to hound the piss out of them. Then they go.
He said his son's birthday was yesterday.
Happy son's birthday.
Youngest 6th birthday. I don't know if that was your son or daughter.
Oops.
Now I'll be at a game for the next 10 hours. He's going to a baseball game.
10 hours?
Is that one of those all day? Like,
are you walking there? Double header? Multiple kids and multiple games at the same. That was us growing up. We'd be at the ballpark all freaking day because all 3 of us had a game.
What kind of plate rig makers do you like?
I use RTC. That's who makes mine. But I like Cry. I really like Haley Strategic stuff. I just can't afford them. I would like to have a Cry JPC, but I don't really have a super good need for them right at this moment. So I kind of went middle of the road.
What is Tim's favorite caliber to shoot?
Depends. I mean, if you're talking an AR platform, I like a 223 Wild because it's more accurate. If you're talking long range, I like 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm moving away from 308, but my Spear's in 308. If they do make a barrel exchange kit for the public in a 6.5 Creedmoor, I will switch my 308 to that. Pistol caliber, 9mm, just because it's ubiquitous and ballistically, if you get the right stuff, it hits hard.
March Warthogs.
They're heat treat. We're heat treating those.
All right, let's do this drawing.
Draw some stuff and feed me some food. My God, I'm fat and I need to be constantly fed. I need some food. Interesting.
It could be a blim, just so you guys know. 541 Raider.
Uh-oh. Do you have a Raider?
No, that's his.
Are you a Raider? Do you raid things?
April FMFs and AEBL. Congrats, 541 Raider. Just send us an email. And we'll
so the ADCRV are going through heat treat right now on the FMF, and we are expanding the machine shop literally this week. So we have paused in the middle of the AEBL, but not like for a long time, maybe a few days, to get the new shop up and moved and all that crap. Not really moved. The building is built. We're just knocking a hole in the wall to put the machines inside the new area. So a couple weeks probably, because those take forever to make. That's a lot of steel that we got on machine. So
accomplices.
I think all the accompli are done.
Raiders fan from Oregon, 541 area code.
Gotcha. Makes total sense. You need a knife, a Raider, if you don't have one. We'll put the Raiders logo on it. It'd be neat.
The email address is tkellknives@gmail.com or customer service at.
Or you can go to the website and go through the contact form too, if you need to.
All right. I think that's it.
That's it. hey, you guys have a great Sunday. Thanks for being here. Let us know if you need anything. Hopefully, we'll be able to do one of those cheesy little pictures with a shovel of breaking ground. We're not as cool as some of these other people with a big giant excavator. We're going to dig our foundation with a shovel. Anyway, have a great week, guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Bye.